Hi guys, it's Karis K. Wilson. Welcome back to my channel. If you're an ambitious undergraduate student, graduate student, or young professional, then you are in the right place. And also for the purposes of this video, if you are a professional who's been doing work for a while, then you are also in the right place. In today's video, we're going to talk about why you should create a YouTube channel in 2022. So obviously you saw the thumbnail, and I think a lot of these videos came out at the beginning of the year, but I wanted to take some time to really let things kind of play out within the first kind of quarter. If you're in corporate America, you think of things in quarters, the first quarter of the year, second, third, and fourth. I also wanted to just see also what strategies and ways that I pivoted or maneuvered based off of different plans and kind of business opportunities and projects that I was interested in pursuing. And so now that we have closed out that kind of first quarter of the year, or if you're in academia, we're headed towards the later part of the semester, I wanted to get on here and talk to you guys about the three reasons that you should create a YouTube channel in 2022. Even if you think I'm not interested in YouTube, or it's YouTube is something that is kind of dying out. It's not. I think it's just taking different shapes and forms, and you want to make sure that you are in the know and that also you've kind of anticipated ways that it might change, so you can use it as a resource to help build your brand. So building your brand, utilizing the YouTube space and platform, building a YouTube platform is all going to be, I believe, so important for the future, whether it's talking about Web3, the NFTs, any of those things. I think that they're all going to shift and change. And I think the leaders of the business leaders who run or own these platforms have also become more strategic based and skilled in pivoting with their platforms to make sure that they don't phase out. They are still useful and relevant for where different audiences are and where we are today as technology continues to expound and grow into things that maybe we've never dreamed of. So, reason number one that you should build a YouTube channel in 2022 is because of skill set. So you will gain a skill set beyond anything that you can expect. What you put in is what you'll get out. I have grown by leaps and bounds as a communicator, as a business professional, whether you're talking about communication or business acumen. I have grown leaps and bounds with regard to reaching out to brands, to do brand deals, talking to different individuals about coming onto my platform. And so I think it's really important to build these skill sets, because we see more and more that it's almost becoming a requirement for many companies, if you will. And I think that you're kind of considered behind the eight ball if you're not familiar with social media, not in the traditional way that we thought about being familiar with social media, but more so in the way of, can you, one, build a platform and market yourself just for your own personal branding, but two, how can you take that skill set, that knowledge, that business acumen, and leverage it to help out the organization that's hiring you? So I think whether you've gone to college, whether you haven't gone to college, I think this is especially important for those of you who are in college, because there are always changes happening with regard to academia and how we understand that and how it's situated within society. So by that, I just mean that you're increasingly competing against individuals for certain roles where that understanding of technology and social media is either ever present, or your businesses are competing against individuals who have spent a large portion of their life building and creating brands online that are pulling from, maybe if you think about networks, that are pulling the audience members from that. So a brand, if you're in college and you want to continue to promote yourself and remain more competitive, you want to be able to say, hey, I have this degree in this specific area and I have expertise and skills by an accredited college and university that can vouch for me and say that I have these things from a well-respected or prestigious university. It makes you even more powerful, and it's equally as powerful to say, hey, I've also built my skills and abilities to be able to do all these things as well. And so I've created so many different resumes at this point that can be tailored for different stuff, not just based off of, just my college experience solely, but I've just done so much now that my resume and the resumes that I have can speak to so many different job opportunities and roles, which companies love. So that is the first reason that you should create a YouTube channel in 2022. The second thing is personal branding. So I've kind of already touched on this with the first one about building out your skill set, but it's important for businesses to see that you are invested or interested in any one particular area. It doesn't have to be one area, but I think when you have a YouTube channel along with other social media platforms, it allows you to engage with businesses, with brands, with potential clients of a company within a certain audience or niche to be able to draw them in based off of your likability, based off of your branding. I strongly believe that in the future, companies, especially with the on-demand labor growing, that companies are going to start potentially eliciting and asking for those who are employees of their companies to utilize other skill sets for additional pay or for some other type of contractual agreement to market their products via their personal brand. Like I said, this is just my hunch. This is just from what I've studied with regard to trends and kind of looking at how things are changing. So that's something that I would encourage you to think about when you're creating your YouTube channel, when you're branding yourself. That's what you want to think about. You want to think about personal brand, how you want to spin your skill sets, your abilities, what you study, what your expertise is, what you're good at, in a way that communicates and speaks with not just organizations or individuals who you might be working with, but also just for your overall branding of yourself. And so you as an entrepreneur, if you have a business on the side, or you as, again, someone who is working with a company or that's bringing you on or hiring you, you can know exactly how it is your personal branding speaks to whatever it is they're doing, or maybe additional projects that potentially they might be open to bringing you on to for additional pay. So the third reason that you want to create a brand and a YouTube channel in 2022 is for branding. Now, what do I mean when I say branding? So aside from personal branding, when I'm speaking of branding for this kind of third reason that you want to create a YouTube channel, it's so you can begin to potentially do market deals. I kind of again touched on this in the previous reason that you might want to create a YouTube channel in 2022, but specifically with branding, we're increasingly becoming, in a way, that a commodity, if you will, of organizations. I think many of us have heard this spill about how places like YouTube or Instagram, how those platforms make money despite not requiring individuals to pay money into those platforms. And they always say, all of the leading kind of tech experts have said, you pay with your time. So when you see a post, if it garners a lot of support, a lot of eyes, a lot of clicks, a lot of views, a lot of likes, they continuously rev up those, showing those posts. So I think understanding the algorithmic pull of social posts, understanding and studying the ways in which recency is the main aspect of what pulls in viewers, maybe on Instagram with regard to stories, or how it has kind of a 24 to 48 algorithmic pull. Understanding all of those things, which I kind of talk about throughout my social media and business brand and business branding resume, all those things will be important to be able to, one, understand, but two, again, be able to create additional income outside of maybe just your primary work or what you're doing. I think this is especially important for students. I think the sooner you start this process, the better. But even if you're already in the workforce and you're a professional, and even if maybe you haven't necessarily attended college, again, all of these things can be really, really important and useful reasons that you want to create a YouTube channel in 2022. So if you have questions or just the concerns about how you might go about creating a YouTube channel in 2022, please do not hesitate to leave a comment in the comment section below. You can also follow me on Instagram, which is Karis K. Wilson. I am Karis K. Wilson. And then also go and follow me on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on Twitter. I'm across all social media platforms, on TikTok. So yeah, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, hit the subscription bell below and the notification bell so you can be notified when I post my next video, when I post podcast episodes, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys. Hi guys, thank you so much for tuning in to the Karis K. Wilson YouTube channel. If you're interested in receiving more content and information about how to navigate your undergraduate experience, your graduate experience, or your experience as a young professional, then go ahead and hit the subscription button and the notification bell. If If you're also interested in receiving collegiate news updates or breaking news, then also go ahead and hit the subscription button and hit the notification bell. See you in the next video. Bye, guys.